Ask any executive if they are strategic. Most will say yes. They will tell you they spend their days thinking about the future. They chart the course for their organizations. They make the big decisions that define success or failure. This is the image many leaders hold of themselves. It is a comforting and powerful image. It aligns with what we expect from those in charge. They see themselves as the grand architects of their company's destiny. This belief is held with deep conviction, often reinforced by years of climbing the corporate ladder and achieving operational targets. However, a closer look often reveals a different story. The reality is that true strategic thinking is a rare and difficult skill. Many leaders who believe they are strategic are actually excellent operational managers. They are brilliant at executing today's plan, optimizing processes, managing budgets, and hitting quarterly numbers, but they are not the same as strategy. Day-to-day pressures and the demand for immediate results can easily distract from the long-term view. So, what does strategic competency actually mean? Let's break it down in simple terms. At its core, being strategic is about seeing the bigger picture. It is the ability to connect the dots between your organization, the industry you are in, and the world at large. It is not just about having a plan, it is about having the right plan, a plan that anticipates change, a plan that positions your organization to win not just today but tomorrow and the day after. The difference building a faster horse versus inventing the automobile. Think of it like being the captain of a large ship. An operational manager focuses on making sure the engines are running smoothly and the ship stays on its set course. A strategic leader is in the crow's nest, scanning for storms, new lands, and rival ships. They are not just focused on speed, but on direction, asking, is this the right ocean? Is there a better destination? This competency is a collection of skills and a deep curiosity about the world outside your office. It means reading widely, talking to a diverse range of people, and constantly asking, what if? A strategic leader synthesizes information, spots patterns and hidden threats, and the overlooked opportunities. It's not about a crystal ball, but a well-informed point of view and bold choices amid uncertainty. To truly master strategy, leaders must develop 5 interconnected skills. These form the pillars of effective strategic leadership. The first is understanding the present beyond your own numbers. It means a holistic view of the current landscape. Who are your customers really, and what are their unmet needs? Who are your true competitors, including those you don't yet see? Grasp market realities, operational capabilities, and financial health, the foundation for all plans. The second pillar is planning for the future 3, 5, even 10 years out. Identify key trends, technological, social, and economic using structured foresight, not wild guesses. Create a compelling vision and translate it into a flexible roadmap. A brilliant strategy is worthless if it stays in a deck. Strategic leaders are master communicators and influencers who rally the organization. They build coalitions, manage stakeholders, and inspire change. Getting things done and adapting to change go hand in hand. Execute with discipline, create feedback loops, and pivot when necessary. Treat failures as learning. Many leaders sincerely believe they possess these 5 strategic skills. Yet, objective assessments often show a significant gap. This overestimation is a natural human phenomenon, cognitive bias at work. The Dunning-Kruger effect suggests those with low ability often lack self-awareness. Operational brilliance doesn't automatically translate to strategy. It requires a different mindset and tool set. Another culprit is the feedback vacuum around senior executives. As people climb, feedback becomes filtered and less candid. Subordinates hesitate to say a strategy is just a to-do list. Peers avoid critique for political reasons. Inflated self-perception can go unchallenged for years in an echo chamber. The word strategy is often misused for any long-term initiative. A 2-year 10% cost cut might be called strategy, but it's operational. Language lets leaders tick the box. Shallow analysis leads to failed bets. Agile competitors outmaneuver them, morale plummets, activity is mistaken for progress, and the organization drifts. Recognizing the illusion is the first step toward change. Closing the gap between perception and actual strategic capability is imperative. It begins with making the invisible visible. Use robust 360 assessments designed to measure strategic competencies, peers, direct reports, and superiors. Provide a clear, data-driven picture of strengths and blind spots that cut through the echo chamber. Once gaps are clear, shift to targeted development. Generic programs aren't enough. For future planning gaps, scenario planning, trend analysis, and market sensing. For influence gaps, storytelling, communication, and stakeholder management, amplified by executive coaching. Foster a culture where strategic thinking is practiced and rewarded at all levels. Dedicate time to external trends, competitive threats, and new opportunities. Run safe-to-fail pilots and celebrate learning without blame. Embed strategic conversations into the daily rhythm. Turn strategy into a continuous capability. When leaders become genuinely strategic, the whole organization benefits. Clarity, better allocation, innovation, and growth. Resilience rises. Disruption becomes advantage. Invest in strategic development to secure the future and enable everyone to contribute to shared success.